Hi, you guys. Welcome back. My name is Carrie Penny. I am the Happy Crafty Homemaker, and welcome to show and tell number, I forgot to check my sheet, number 50. Yay. Once again, pretty boring trip. I got to accomplish none of the things I went to Columbia for the other day, so yeah, life happens. It is what it is. So we're going to try again in the next couple weeks, but it will. I got stuff to show you guys and everything keeps like sliding all over the place. So I do have some finished objects this week, and I will actually be filming another review video after this. But see, first off, we have a headband, and this is using my scraps from the Preemie Spun Colors. This is crocheted. The colorway on this was Iris. And I did kind of like wonk up this side of it. You see, there's like a little tab sticking out down there. I'm not quite sure what I did there because my stitch count was more or less even. And my whole seam got cattywampus, so I'm not sure what I did. But it's a little headband ear warmer. That's just using the camel stitch. I think I chained on like 66 or something like that to go around my head comfortably. I do have a little bit of a small head, and the back of my head is very shallow, so I have to like make things a little bit snugger back there. But those are the scraps for making this absolutely gorgeous scarf. It is squishy delightfulness. This is the braided prairie or prairie braid scarf. And this one is knitted. I love how the colors, like, it's very subtle for the braid pattern because the colors are so watercolory. I really love how this worked up. And you know, like a scarf should be the approximate height of the person who's wearing it. And I'm 5'5", and I measured off a 1 foot when I hit 1 feet, and I put a stitch marker there and was like stretch, match, stretch, match. And I still ended up with a little over 5.5 feet. So somehow I got my count off. I thought I was hitting 5 feet and then realized it was like already a little over 5.5. But extra length is fine. I can work with a little extra length. And it's really pretty. I am really excited with how it turned out. I think it's gorgeous. And this will be the yarn that I review next. So this is a different colorway of it. This is Blue Ridge, Preemie Spun Colors. So I'll be doing my review of that after this. Dang it, I knocked stuff over again. If I can find a link directly to this pattern, I will share it. But this is one of those things I found off of a link on Pinterest. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to find the pattern to link or not. And there is no pattern for the headband. I've been playing with a lot of no pattern or not really following a pattern for things. But yet this I'm just very happy with. If you follow me on Instagram, you've been seeing pictures of this while I was working on it. Very, very happy. Very, very happy. I think that's just beautiful. And this is one of the yarns that Troy got me for Christmas. So a couple of y'all have asked me about the Christmas yarn thing. So yeah, my husband did get me some yarn for Christmas. He got me the Felici color pack from Knit Picks. The number of colors in this season's pack I actually wanted made it worth just going ahead and buying the whole pack. Because I really love Test Pattern, Endless Summer. I think it's Raspberry Beret, Rose Garden. I mean, there were a lot of them where I just really, really love the color. So it was worth buying the whole thing. I liked all of them, but the ones I really, really wanted, yeah. I mean, it's $7 each. Like, it's just cheaper sometimes to buy the pack for 25% off, depending on what the Knit Picks sale is right now. And then the other things he got me were a couple balls of Premier Luna, a couple balls of Nordica, a couple balls of Spun Color. And I had to tell him what colors to buy. Because if I said I like Premier Spun Colors, instead of like buying the 3 colors he thinks I would like and just 1 ball of that, he would have gone through and bought me like 3 balls of every color. And as much as I would love to have that much of them right now, I don't have places to store them anymore. So I need to work through what I have before I give Troy free reign of buying me gifts like that. Next finished object is another Preemie blanket. Now this one, mine ended up a little bit narrow, and I think it's because I was not paying attention to my gauge. I really should have gone up a hook. So this is actually the 1 size or 1 pound Preemie blanket, but this is another one of the patterns from Karen's book. This is the solitary pattern, and this is using peas and carrots, Lion Brand peas and carrots. Obviously I didn't have to get into the gold. I might still go back and use the gold to do a border on it and just make it a standard Preemie size. But there we go. That's another finished object. I mean, it's not that far off. It's definitely smaller than the other ones. And that was my fault. But it's all right. It's all good. Ooh, put that on my pile over there. And the next thing I worked on were actually some cards using the scraps of the paper pack that I did my craft journal with. And I actually went through and did the flap on the envelope with some washi tape as I went. And I actually, instead of just doing card fronts, I actually did the whole card this time. I pulled out my enamel dots. I think only 2 of them I needed to stamp in. The rest of them had sentiments on the front. I didn't use any card sketches for these. I just was seeing what would work with my stack o scraps. I think this one turned out so cute. And some of them have, if they've got washi tape on the inside, like I tried to match the washi tape on the envelope. Some of them have scrap paper on the inside. This one ended up a little cattywampus. I mean, it almost looks intentionally off-center, and then it doesn't, like at the same time. It's so weird. I don't know what happened with that. So like that one's got like a piece of scrap paper on the inside, and the washi tape's a different color. But most of these are very, very simple. And that used the last of my stickers from that paper pad. I'm so excited. That's a little scrap of washi I had left over from doing the journal. It wasn't enough to do one side of the paper. So this is actually one of the stickers from the sticker pack, and I put it up on some foam tape. And then I use the washi on the envelope there. This is another just very, very simple one. And then washi on the envelope. And everything's paired up in here. I had a lot of cut-aparts left over, and I was kind of surprised at how many cut-aparts I ended up having left over after doing the journal. Believe it or not, this washi tape is from IKEA. I really love that washi tape. And that's another one of the stickers. And a lot of them, if they had a heart on them, I tried to add one of my enamel sticker hearts. And this one, I do not have an envelope for it. It's 5.5 by 5.5. Bruh. That's a top hold, fold, top hold card. There's the inside of it. So those are all done. I still have, I mean, literally scraps now. I've got that one sheet that's like the wood grain on one side and cameras on the other. I still have most of that one left. But everything else in there is like little strips and little squares and bits. So I don't know what I'm going to use those for. I might play with some layering squares. I might, because I do actually have the stamp set that goes with this collection. I just like the sentiments on it. So I might take that and kind of make, like there's one that says, eat, sleep, sew. So I might just do some cards with like some layered paper and like a sticker or something. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of that, but yeah, there's just not that much of that paper pack left. I have really used a lot of it, and I'm very proud of myself for using as much of it as I have. I have another Preemie blanket to cast on. Karen asked me if I would test one of her patterns for her next book, which will be knitting Preemie blankets, or knitted Preemie blankets. I'm still working on my Nordica socks. I've finished the first one, and I'm up to the arch of my foot in the second one now, and those are toe-up socks. The next cowl I'm working on, I have a couple of inches in. I did the ribbing, and I've like maybe 2 inches into the garter stitch. My Normalina, the shawl that Debbie said she was going to cast on as her Christmas cast on. I'm in the third section of that. I've done one lace section, and now I'm on the second garter section. Yeah, I don't have that much going on right now as far as crafting. I still have the stuff I need to do for my mom's cookbook journal, my cookbook journal, and then my faith and action journal. Hold on one second. I'm going to get something about the journals I want to say. All right, so this is what I'm using for those journals. I mean, they're just basic notebooks that I'm covering. So I'm not, excuse me, I am not building the notebook itself. It's pre-built. I'm just adding to it. So that's all I've been using. And if you can't find the composition books with the fabric spine on them, you can cover the spiral bound journals. If it's something that's going to sit on your desk, you can actually just wrap a piece of paper around the outer part of the spirals, gluing it, fairly far out, so you're not gluing any of the paper to the spiral binding. Or if it's something that you're going to be taking out with you a lot, you can paint just under the spirals, that section of your cover, and cover from your spiral out too. So if you can't find a composition book, the book that I used for my craft journal was a 100-page one. This is one I got at Target for 69 cents, and it's 80 pages. I'd love to find something a little bit closer to 150 pages, but I don't think they make composition books that big. While I was over there, I went ahead and grabbed my poly envelope with my scraps in it, just so I could show you what I mean when I say, like, literally tiny scraps is all I have left. Yeah. I mean, those are my scraps. And then I have this, which I think I'm going to use this side and make bookmarks out of these two pieces. I don't know about this one. And then this piece. So I'm actually quite pleased with myself. I mean, I have 0 stickers left over, which, like I said, that's actually my hardest part to finish using, is the stickers. But these aren't scraps ready for the recycling bin yet. There's still some really good big scraps left. So I will keep playing with them. Unfortunately, my wood green piece is just like 1/4 of an inch too tall to fit in here and close all the way. So I need to hurry up and figure out what to do with that, at least just so I can close my book. But yeah, that's what I did this week so far. It's not been, you know, overly exciting, except for getting to play with new stuff. I am happy with the way my cards turned out. I know Christy over at T-Doddles was able to find the I'd Rather Be Crafting one. There's another paper pack that is, it's something like I Heart Crafting or I Love Crafting. And I think it's the newer version of it. So if you can't, for some reason, find the I'd Rather Be Crafting one, there are other options. Most of those paper packs are like $12.99 to $15.99 if you buy them at regular price. Joann's carries a lot of them, and they put their paper pads on sale and paper packs on sale for like 50% off online regularly. So you can check out there. I buy from scrapbook.com. A cherry on top, and sometimes Craft Direct, I think is the other one I order from, but they don't have nearly the same sales as the other guys have, or clearances, but there are certain things like the Doodlebug collections, the newer ones, that don't go on sale that deep. So it's just another place to check out if there are certain ones that you're not seeing on sale or other people don't carry. Yeah, I suppose that's it. Where's my notebook? There's my notebook. That's all I had for today. So I hope you guys take care. I will see you guys real soon. Love you guys.